Hey everybody, I am your host, Joe Burnich, and in this quick episode, what I want to talk about is this whole idea of mobile first. So if you're out there on the internet watching YouTube videos or just reading articles about marketing, you may have come across this idea that people are talking about called mobile first. So like if you go to Google and you just type in mobile first, you'll see tons of articles on this concept, and you click about it, read it. Some of it's pretty technical, some of it's not. But what I want to do in this episode, in this show, is just break down exactly what that is, and then I want to show you guys and tell you guys about something really cool that we figured out for our clients as far as web design goes, the mobile first web design. So let's get started on that right now. Okay, so here we are. We're talking about this concept of mobile first. Now, you can get real technical about this stuff. I'm looking at this article right now from UX Matters, and it's talking about the trend of UX design and development and all this stuff. Pretty complicated stuff, but basically, I'm going to boil it down into just basic human language. It means, and as probably most of you know, that your mobile phone is the number one way you're going to do marketing. More people are looking at your website on a smartphone than they are on a laptop or a desktop computer. Okay, most of us already know that, but it's getting to the point where it's up in the 70-80% range, to the point where the desktop site is becoming less and less important. So when you hear people talk about mobile first, what they're talking about is basically they're going to design the website first on a phone. They're first and foremost, everything as far as design and website building is concerned is going to be on the phone, and then the desktop and the big website on the computer, that's going to be secondary. That's going to come next. Okay, and in the past, it's been the complete opposite. Web designers would always design it first on the desktop, and then on a phone. But Google's basically saying we're going to give people that are really putting mobile first, we're going to give them, a higher ranking, we're going to put more value, more weight on those ones that are truly mobile first. And so what does that mean to you? It means whoever's designing your website, whether you're doing it yourself with one of those online do-it-yourself builders, or you hire somebody like us here at Big West Marketing, it doesn't matter how you get this done. You or that person needs to be first focused on the mobile version of that website and how clients are going to interact with that. Now, I'm going to go back and talk about something that if you listen to my stuff, that I've harped on a lot, but I have to because it's so important. Especially, even in my book, Service Business Money Machine, this is one of the biggest mistakes that any small business makes, but especially service-based businesses, is they make the phone number hard to find on a mobile phone. It's either tiny at the top, tiny at the bottom, it's located within the text, and then let's say they do have a nice big phone number at the top of every page on a phone. They don't make it so you can just tap to call. And then to take it a step further, they don't even have a call to action on there. They just have a phone number and expect people to call. And of course, some people do, but study after marketing study shows that if you put a little call to action like call now for a free estimate, a free evaluation, consultation, whatever, something that says call now for this reason, or just even call now by itself, something that simple can double, sometimes triple the amount of phone calls you get, because people need to be told what to do. Okay, it's not a conscious thing. It happens all subconsciously. But even if you see people put phone numbers on billboards, if people put phone numbers on their vehicles, okay, signage, any kind of marketing, studies have showed double, triple the amount of phone calls you get if you have a call to action with that phone number. Okay, now something that I really want to share with you guys that is I'm excited about, that's really cool, is so I was talking with a hair salon owner, okay, and This woman has a very successful hair salon business. And what she says is 90% of her clientele want to communicate with her business via text message. They don't want to call. They don't want to even pick up the phone and call. They want to say, hey, do you have any availability tomorrow at 3 o'clock? Okay. They want to say, hey, do you do this type of coloring process? Whatever it may be. And she does, some high-end stuff. And so it got me thinking, well, I've always been really proud of our Call Now button that we have on our websites on the mobile, okay? And so, but she got me thinking, like, what about putting a Text Now button on the phone? So I know not everybody listening to this is going to want to communicate by text, okay? But a lot of people do. So what can we do mobile, like that is mobile first, that's going to make this 10 times easier for them to text us? Okay? Do they need to write the phone number down that they see on there and then go to their text program, open that in, type in the telephone number? What if they could just hit a button, which they're used to doing on their cell phones 1,000 times a day anyway? What if they could hit a Text Now button? Okay, and then have it go directly to their texting program on their phone. So let me show you. If you're listening to this in the podcast, you're not going to be able to see this. But let me get back to here. 1 second. Okay, so here's the tap to call button. It even says tap to call. It's got a nice big button on every top of every single page of my mobile site, because I go mobile first before I do anything else. Okay, now let me pull up the new version that our web designer Leah came up with, and I'll show you what it works. So like let's say that you do want to communicate with your clients by text. Okay, that's a great way to get the conversation started, and then turn it into a phone call if necessary, or just book a job right there. So if you can see this here on the camera, now we've got two options. We've got tap to call, okay, with a little picture of a phone next to it, and then we also have tap to text. Okay, this is something I haven't seen anybody else do. I'm not saying nobody else in the world is doing this, but we're doing this for our clients now, and for the clients that want to communicate by text. They want to do that, okay? Because the majority, and so going back to the hair salon, the majority of hair salon clients are female, and the decision makers in the home, the ones that decide how the money is going to be spent, are typically females. That's who if you're in a service-based business or contract or construction, I mean, come on, it's the female that's going to make the decision. Make it super easy for the female. And females want to communicate by text. Most females, the decision makers, the ones that have the money and want to spend it, are wanting to text. So what are we going to do? We're going to put a tap to text button. So watch what happens when I hit that. Boom. In less than a second, it opened up my messenger program, my texting program, and now I'm ready to send a text, okay? That's how easy it is. That's how cool it is. And so what I want to say is, get with your web designer and get a tap to text button if that's something you think is going to help your business. And then of course, if you're working with us, if you're one of our current clients, let us know, and then we'll get that text button on there, okay? Also, if you're doing a do-it-yourself website, then you can actually Google around and figure out how to do this yourself. There is some coding involved, and to make it look exactly the way I was showing you, it's going to be tough. You're probably going to need to hire someone who does it, does coding and stuff like that. But every new website that we have, we're giving our clients the option for that. All of our current web design clients, if they ask for it, we'll get it. Okay, we will put it on their mobile site for them. So that's my explanation of mobile first and our tap to text button, which I'm super excited about. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for listening. If you're listening to the audio version, thank you for that. And if you do need to talk to us, please give us a call, 406-493-1881. The website, the main website anyway, is bigwestmarketing.com, so you can get a hold of us that way as well. Thank you for listening. My name is Joe Burnich. I'll talk to you soon.